Okay, so we will talk about verbs today. These are the er and ir verbs, regular er and ir verbs. We continue discussing when we talk about like actions, habits of that people have, and so. Let's see these examples here. These are common. Ir, verb, in this case asistir, to attend. Comer, it's to eat. And so in this picture we see friends attending a basketball game. Los amigos asisten al partido de baloncesto. So the friends attend the basketball game. And then maybe later or while watching this game, they are eating nachos. So comen nachos. Okay, so let's see. We saw already that a verb has three parts, right? The infinitive. And in this case, comer, we're going to use both because er and ir verbs have the same conjugation. They share the same structure. And so all these verbs have an infinitive, obviously. They have an ending as well. In this case, it's going to be er or it's going to be ir. These are infinitives. Comer is to eat, vivir is to live. So our endings, er, right here, ir, right here. And then the stem, whatever is left. And in this case, com, right? And then viv, right here. So these are the three parts that are fundamental parts of a verb in Spanish. Okay, so now let's see these conjugations. They all share, this is a list of er verbs, the most common ones: aprender, beber, comer, creer, leer, vender. So we're going to start with er first. And so the conjugation, for example, for aprender, which is to learn, it's going to be aprendo, aprendes, aprende, aprendemos, aprendéis, aprenden. Okay, so all the verbs that end in er have the same ending in the conjugation. Okay, we're gonna see that the same pattern with ir verbs. Beber, another popular verb in the er category, to drink or to take. Bebo, bebes, bebe, bebemos, bebéis, beben. Okay? Just like aprender. It looks just like aprender. The same in the endings in blue or purple. Those are the same endings for all er verbs. Another one, ver. Okay? Veo, ves, ve, vemos, veis, ven. This is to see or to watch. And this verb is irregular. Consider irregular only in the yo form because we introduce an o here. That's why it's more irregular than the other person. Okay, ir verbs. So these are the most common ones that we have in ir: abrir, asistir, decidir, escribir, recibir, vivir. Let's see the conjugations. And so they share the same conjugation with er verbs. The only exception happens in the nosotros and vosotros. We're gonna see this little difference. Abro is the same conjugation that we see for er verbs. So abro, abrir is to open. So I open. Tú abres, él, ella, usted abre, and then abrimos. This is an ir verb, and so we kind of like a continue with the same vowel, imos, and it happens the same again with the vosotros. Is it's an ir verb, so abrís, and then abren. So the exception that it's almost like the exception is only in the nosotros and vosotros. Let's see another conjugation. Decidir, to decide. Decido, decides, decide, and then decidimos. Decidís, and then deciden. See? It happens every single time. That's the nice thing about regular verbs, because they behave the same way. Escribir, the same thing. Escribo, escribes, escribe, escribimos, escribís, and then escriben. Okay? So, an example. This is the question here. So we need to look at the picture and then decide. We have the extra information. So the first one, Nuria, something that with a book. So which one would make sense? Lee, in this case, is already conjugated. It says that reads, and escribir is writes. With a book, normally we don't write on a book, right? We read a book. And so our question, our answer is going to be lee. So basically, Nuria reads a book. Lee un libro. And then we see that she's writing, right? She has a pen in her hand. So escribe. Also writes on her notebook. Yeah, that's what she's doing. Escribir. So these are the right conjugations. Nuria lee un libro. So reads a book. También escribe en su cuaderno. Also writes on her notebook. So here there's an activity. This is a letter that Rosario wrote to a friend telling her about her life in college. And so it's a mix of different verbs, ir and also verbs, that we will have to conjugate in the right way depending on who the subject is. And so in this case is yo, and then mis amigos y yo, that becomes nosotros, that becomes we, and then estudiantes, that's they, los fines de semana, and then something that I do, so yo, what you know, and the conjugation, los sábados, mi amiga Mencha y yo, that becomes nosotros, and then donde, and the subject here is you, like where do you go, or where, in this case, where do you drink on Saturdays. Okay, so this is the presentation for today. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!